This episode is brought to you in partnership with Choose Chicago. Chicago and no. Hey. What's happening? This is episode number 77.
Hey. It's not the end of the podcast.
No, it's not. It's not even the end of the neighborhood community areas.
Yeah, because if it were the end of the community areas, it would be the end of the podcast.
No. Yeah, well, no. We still gonna go. Y'all don't. No.
I know, but like it will be the end of this portion. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Giving
Not like we're
these
gonna
people.
stop.
No. We in here for the long haul.
Do you think they care?
I think so. I think a few of them care. Shit. A few of y'all give a damn, right?
If we just stopped.
That's gonna be today's poll question on Spotify. Do y'all give a damn?
Do you
Y'all give a damn
about this podcast?
Just message us and be like, I give a damn. Please do, actually. Just let us know.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know somebody gonna be like, you know what? I don't give a damn.
I don't care.
You know what?
I listened to this just to shit on you and hate on you.
That's messed up.
That's fair.
That's a bad way to live, though.
That's fair.
It's fair, but it's a bad way to live.
If you just want to live with that hatred in your heart, that's fine.
Yeah, if that's you, then do
that's
you.
On you.
Do you, boo boo? You ready for today's trivia question?
Yeah.
Chicago. Here's today's trivia question. Including today's episode, how many community areas have we covered? A, 70. B, 62.
Okay.
C, 59.
I should know this.
You should know this.
But logically, why would I?
I mean, yeah, we've been hustling out here.
There's been 2-week episodes. There's been 3 episodes per week.
But if anybody
3 episode weeks.
But if anybody caught on, they know the Wednesday episode was just a repeat of the community new information. But
when
still,
did we start doing the Wednesday episodes?
Shit, that's that's a trivia question. I don't even know. Well,
exactly.
y'all, you got some time to figure it out after the break. But right now, 77 flavors of Chicago. Now.
This is the podcast where we visit all 77 of Chicago's historic neighborhoods and discuss their heritage and taste the amazing food.
And if you know anything about us, we love 2 things, food and Chicago. So I can't wait to burn this gas money.
You ready?
Let's get it.
This is the 77 Flavors of Chicago, the podcast.
Wow. Oh, man, that's perfect. Episode 77, and I just cut off our damn intro.
Whoops.
Shit happens, y'all.
Right.
And I almost started that bad boy back up.
You did start it back up.
I did start it back up. Anyway.
How's your week going?
It's going good. You want to get to giving the answer first?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, let's give them the answer.
I forgot that we asked the question.
Yeah, we did. We did ask a question. Including today's episode, how many community areas have we covered? A, 70, B, 62, or C, 59? What's your guess? You know the answer.
I do.
You know the answer.
62.
Hey, if you said 62, that is the correct answer. We've only done 62. We got 14 more to go.
Damn, that's it?
14 more. That'll put us, what, December?
December 12th.
December 12th. Yeah, December 12th.
According to my calculations.
2 Mondays in. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. We should have some fun with that.
Would you guys come to a final taping?
Ooh, live. Yeah.
A live final taping.
If we did it live?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, I don't know, 20 of you.
Yeah, no, I mean, shit. Let's pack the house out.
No, what house?
Somebody's house.
Not our house.
Somebody's house. We'll figure it out. But how's my week doing?
How's your week? I feel like it's so odd that we ask each other how our week are doing when we are with each other.
You know, I think it's healthy though. I think because like we are with each other so much. You know, we probably
don't
just
check in with each other.
We don't. We just assume we
one
going.
of us is just having breakdowns in the corner, and the other one is unaware.
And I'm glad
how are you doing?
I'm glad we resolve it in front of thousands.
Thousands of you are listening to us.
You never know. Shit. I mean, it is what it is. You know.
How was your week?
It's good.
Are
honestly,
you okay? How do you feel?
I feel good. I have not recovered from Colorado.
Me neither. I feel like this week right now feels like I need a reset. Like I need a Sunday. We've had a Sunday reset, but I feel like I need another one.
Yeah, the Sunday reset. If you listen to this opening day Monday, yesterday didn't feel like a reset.
No.
Nah,
It did not
at all. It did not at all. It's definitely not a reset.
But honestly, I think it's because like we pack our weekends so much.
We do,
and
we do a lot.
I just do too much. You know,
We do too much.
No, but like aside from work and podcasting and like our side projects that we work on and like all that shit that we do, I still also do too much. You know what I mean? I'm like, I need to go to Marshall's and I need to go to a farmer's market and I need to go like to all these little shops and I need like for what?
Yeah, you just calm the fuck down. You be having your Sunday.
My self-care Sunday?
Yeah, there's self-care Sunday.
What was this?
That's
So piano?
that was the self-care.
Is that nails?
I don't know.
I did get a pedicure this Sunday.
Hey.
Listen. No matter what financial status I have been my entire life, okay, I've always, well, at least I would say for the last 5 or 6 years, my self-care days priority. Like if I can't afford to go get $100 manicure set that month, I will do my nails at home, but that time is blocked. Sunday, don't call me, don't text me. I am not responding. My phone, my watch is off, my phone's on the charger. Do not disturb.
Yeah, I'm about to say, do not disturb.
Like literally everything's on do not disturb. I don't even pick up my phone on Sundays.
Do you like that feature though, that you can just like on the text message?
I love that
No, the text message where somebody sees it says, Sarah,
you can still notify me. I'm not responding.
Damn, okay. All right.
You can still hit notify anyway.
That's some bombardment right there.
It is.
You know?
It's kind of, well, here's the thing. There's 3 people in my life that have emergency bypass that I do not disturb.
That's
it's
fact.
you,
Yep.
my sister, and my mom.
Yeah,
Okay?
me, same thing.
Me, your sister, and your mom.
No, my other sisters.
Oh.
That's it.
But literally that's it. Like the only 3 people have that feature. You could still hit notify anyway. I'm not picking that shit up.
Yeah, right.
And like I don't have the curiosity on Sundays.
Did you know though? When you if they call back twice back to back, it goes through automatically.
I know.
This is emergency.
I'm not. If you're calling me 2 times in a row,
You say it better be good.
it
better be good.
Listen, and don't be FaceTiming me.
Yeah.
For sure. I hate FaceTime anyway.
Yeah.
And there's 2 people that insist on FaceTiming me in my life, which are my sister and Aaron. Will insist on face, and I fucking hate it. But I will answer. I answer every single time. But I just want you to know that I hate it.
Aaron, if you listen, this is one hell of a way to find out.
No, she knows. She knows. She's aware.
Yeah.
And she told me, she said, I don't FaceTime anybody else.
It's intentional.
Yeah.
It's intentional.
I think so.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
She's a saboteur.
That's energy. Are you ready to get started with today's episode?
Oh, yeah, that's what we're doing, right?
Yeah, right. Because this was fun.
Yeah.
This was fun. We spent the first 8 minutes. This what I think maybe after 77. That's what this turns into.
Just lifestyle.
We just lifestyle blogs.
Just do lifestyle.
Recap the week. You know, that's not a bad idea.
No one cares enough. We're not.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
not famous.
Yeah. Nobody would care that much. Y'all don't have to answer that question. I get it.
Yeah, right.
But let's get in tune, y'all. Let's get in tune. Yeah, there it is. There it is. We are in West Pullman.
That's what she said.
We are in West Pullman, community area number 53. Yeah, 53. And
I like that number.
Yeah, 53. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite number?
Nah. 1, because that's what I am. Hey, let's go. Let's go.
That's the most ridiculous answer.
Anyway.
Do you want to know what my favorite number is?
Let's do it. What
27.
Actually, my 27?
Yeah. I don't know why.
My favorite number is 77, actually. I'm not going to lie. That is my favorite number, 77. Yeah. I mean, shit, it done changed my life. Shit, that's all I know. Won't he do it? Amen. Anyway, the boundaries.
Wow.
To the north,
What's going on?
115th Street. To the south, Little Calumet River. To the east, Illinois Central Tracks. To the west, Ashland and Halsted.
Why is it called Little Calumet? That's disrespectful.
Oh, that's what it is. They put little bridges over everything. Little. Actually, this has got some interesting stuff to it. Got some interesting stuff to it. So normally I do the name and then the history, right? This kind of blurs together. So the area was started as an industrial and residential area first, and in 1891, the West Pullman Land Association bought the old Morgan farm that used bridges to get over the Little Calumet River and developed it.
Okay.
And then they wanted Pullman in the name for marketing reasons to attract people. Yeah, to attract people here. Now, here's the catch. The University of Chicago sociologists made West Pullman a community area in the 1920s. So it went all this time not being community areas. And
what was it?
Fun fact, West Pullman was made up of 3 individual communities before it was West Pullman. The community area, the communities were West Pullman, of course, Kensington, which was known as a railroad town, and then Gano was also made out the 3. Now, because West Pullman area had the most identifiable area and community, like far as land, and you can tell what people are. That's the name that they went with, and it stuck.
Interesting.
Yeah, so pretty fun history and the name right there. So here's the thing: in the 1920s, the population was over 20,000, right? And most of it was large industry, retail space, schools, and parks. And if you think about it, what's next to it? Pullman. So, and actually, this is south of Pullman, southwest of Pullman. But a lot of people residential, that whole area, Heyyy, Roseland, all that area over there is like really industrial type of stuff. So that's where a lot of the stuff was. That's what West Pullman was made up of. And International Harvester, and remember we talked about that in Heyyy, that became Navistar, which was one of the largest harvester agricultural in the world. That was where people worked. Also, Carter White Lead Paint was in there, and that was like a very big lead paint. Yeah, I mean it's the 20s, you know. It's the 20s. Keep that in mind. But now,
our apartment probably has lead paint.
Yeah, for real. Shit, most places in Chicago.
This shit is old as hell.
Yeah, for real. But here's a slight fun fact here. Carter White Lead Paint. They left business. Their business had failed, and guess what took over the business? What replaced
Sherman Williams?
No, Dutch Boy Paint.
Oh,
replaced them. Funny you should say that about Sherman Williams. Keep that in mind for another episode.
Wow.
For another episode.
I'm not going to keep that in mind.
You should.
Oh.
The area was mostly white, like most Chicago was back in the day.
Yeah.
The racial covenants, of course.
Polish, Irish, German. Am I
right? Scandinavian, Armenian, you know, like all them, Lithuanian, everybody lives in the area, right? Except they had the racial covenants for blacks, you know, like, and if y'all don't know by now what racial covenants were, it's what was created to keep blacks out or scare whites into thinking that blacks are bad and they shouldn't be in the area.
To drop the quality of the neighborhood.
Yeah, so that's what the racial covenants were. Yeah. And so Kensington, which was one of the sub neighborhoods of the area, actually had 170 blacks in the area in 1930. Okay. Now here's obviously that's bad, but like in 1933, a black woman bought a 2-flat building, and they black powder bombed her house. Exploded all in front of the house.
Black powder?
Yeah, just bombed it. They bombed the house. You know what I mean? Like, which is ridiculous.
Insane.
It's ridiculous just because she moved to the area. You know what I'm saying?
Can you imagine?
Yeah. I mean, no, I couldn't imagine. I
would have to. I don't know.
Ain't no way I would have been able to live.
I would definitely end up in jail.
Oh yeah. I would have been on Channel 9 News. Dead gone at the age of whatever. You know what I mean? Like, because. And
I'd have to physically fight everyone.
Yeah, cause of death, he wasn't having that bullshit.
Wow.
That's what I want to put on my grave. He did not have that bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, if I'm going out, I'm going out great. Ain't no way. No way. I mean,
not to say that they that people put up with it. You
right.
know what I mean?
Right. You know, that's not what we saying.
Yeah.
But like, it's just, ooh, boy, I would have been an early goner. I would have been.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have.
To have
to have that bullshit happen. No, that's wild. Now this is where it gets even more ridiculous. Okay, this is just ridiculous. West Pullman, we talked about this a little bit. West Pullman joined the fight against the CHA Altgale Gardens.
Cha?
Yeah, Cha. The Cha Altgale Gardens in Riverdale. And then there's other public housing that they fought against in Roseland. But it's crazy that they joined the fight. They did not want the housing there, right? They didn't want the housing. When we get to Roseland, you're gonna understand, like population wise, how and why. Primarily, of course, it's black. This is white flight happened. It's happening around this time. Blacks trying to move in. The black belt is being formed by Chicago. We've been pushed out. We being black people are being pushed out. You know what I'm saying? So we'll find out more. But like, it's just crazy to think that they were like, nah, we're not going to stand for this.
Yeah.
And the government had to step in because these racial covenants were in place. They had put these, and it wasn't nothing legal. It was just what they were doing. You know what I'm saying? It was just what they were doing. Now the population fell during the Great Depression, but grew after the World War II. 1960, the population was 35,000, all white. Okay, so we talking 1960. Okay, we talking 1960, all white.
Wow.
And then some vacant land. 19 in the 1960s. Again, y'all keep this in mind. It's only 2000. It's 2022. Granted, we 60 years away from the 60s. You know what I'm saying?
That's not that much. My mom is 60.
My dad's 62 this year. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just keep that in mind. That's not a long time ago. Is what I'm trying to say.
It absolutely is not a long time ago.
In 1960s, some vacant land on the outskirts of West Pullman started to open it up for blacks. In 1960. But again, not surprising. Gage Park, you know what I mean? We learned about it was just desegregated, integrated.
1970.
And so this it shouldn't be surprising. But I guess when you do this, because we are not that people. We honestly hope our listeners are not that people, not those people, but
what people?
Races and like they're dealing with. That's what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? Like, we hope.
I can't.
But like it just, that's why I can't.
We can tell which ones of you are racist.
Stop it! Get out of here.
We know.
Yeah.
There's one or two of you that have called us aggressive.
Yeah, right.
Can you imagine?
They don't listen.
They don't listen anymore.
They don't listen no more. But
they're all gone. This is our inner circle.
Yeah,
this is our safe space. I feel like we're at the point where our core listeners are like our safe space.
Yeah. This is we talking to y'all. That's why I be talking to them every week.
Yeah, that's why I could say, man, fuck you. And I feel like I'm talking to my friends.
They ain't mad. Y'all ain't mad at that.
Yeah.
They probably saying it back to us.
Maybe you are. I don't know.
Yeah. They saying it back to you.
Someone one day is going to come up to us because
on the street.
Our public interactions so far have been very nice. People have been like, hi, oh my God, like so nice to see you actually in real life. But one day someone's going to come up to us and cuss us out and I'm going to be shocked and confused.
They're going to be like, you know what? I'm fucking sick and tired of y'all telling me to fuck off.
Or someone's going to tell me, man, fuck you. Yeah. And I'm going to be like, oh my God.
I think if they did that in taste, we will probably laugh.
Of course.
We would laugh. We'd be like, oh, we get it. You have to listen to the podcast to get
Clutch my pearls.
Yeah. Hey, look, I'm going to tell y'all one thing. Y'all pull up on me in the streets and y'all say that, be prepared to fight.
Yeah, be prepared to
fight. Be prepared to be like, it's just a joke.
I listen to the podcast.
Okay, I'd be like, okay.
No, but you're not that quick to react. You probably...
What?
I feel like you're a lot more...
I got maybe 3-4 seconds of me, like, in pure shock, like before I come to, you know what I mean? All I'm saying, y'all, is don't y'all dare. No. Anyway,
you can say that to me in public and I'll laugh.
Yeah, man. Yeah, well, we'll see.
Yeah,
depends. Anyway, we way off track. So we talking about the '60s. Some vacant land started opening up to the blacks in West Pullman. Eventually, by 1980, y'all take a shot. Sarah been yawning.
I did not yawn. That was a deep breath.
Okay. I
missed a burp. I heard you.
No.
I heard you, and then you held one in. I caught that.
Look at it.
It was just delayed.
It don't count. You got to call it out in the moment.
Man.
Anyway.
Editing. Future Dario, call yourself out.
I ain't doing that. Don't listen to it, Future Dario. Eventually, by 1980 and 1990, 45,000 of the residents were black.
Do you know what percentage that was?
I don't know. I mean, I think if I had to say, we're talking 95, 90, 98% are black. Now, here's the other thing that we didn't talk about because it was a big industry, a lot of industry in that area. Industrial. It's a very industrial area, right? So a lot of factories and shit like that. And they had like waste and lead and all that kind of stuff that was there. So when the business, when the business starts shutting down, when they start shutting down and shit like that, nobody cleaned that up, right? Nobody cleaned that up. So while population is going through its racial change and population boom, you got this waste from these buildings that are just like sitting there.
That a bitch?
Yeah, right. It's crazy. And so now you fighting that, right? You fighting that, and I read that. Well, you know, I read that it's not how do I say this? It's not like one of the poorer, more poor community areas, but it's kind of like mixed, right? It's like mixed because like it is still industrial, you know what I'm saying? People still work and things like that in the surrounding areas, and that's what the area is known for. But you know, like all the stories, how they end, they didn't do blacks well. So that's kind of like that's the ending point of what I'm trying to say. So and I took the long way around. Okay, I took the long way around. You say yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
I mean,
yeah. Well, that's all I got to say about that.
Wow, that was a good ending.
That was a good ending.
What's up with you and these abrupt endings?
Look, you know,
that's my whole thing. I don't know why you took that.
You know what? I mean, it's not the end of the show.
I don't appreciate.
No, I'm just saying.
Just in general, I feel like I've trademarked the abrupt ending on this show.
Kind of did, but you fell off,
and you just took because you take it over.
Here's the thing.
No thing.
No. Here's the thing. All the old heads out there, because we see the demographic. We know it's some of y'all out there. I'm talking to my 40 and up club. Y'all realize when you get older, you just don't have to explain it. You just stop. You just stop whenever you want to.
Wow.
And
you're not even that
I'm
old.
not even. I'm only 38.
I feel like 40s is not old.
It's not old,
so
but like
stop acting like old.
It's still
people.
a mentality though. It's still your mentality.
Change it. Do better.
Look, all my old heads out here stand with me. You know what I'm saying? When we get to a certain age, we ain't try. We do what we want to do.
No. That's nope.
Yeah, what you mean?
Don't push this toxic male agenda. Okay.
Male? It's ladies out there that be doing the same shit.
That's not what we're talking about.
What are we talking about?
Don't all lives matter me. Okay?
What? What you mean?
Okay.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Oh,
don't do
what?
that. Don't do that.
I ain't do that. You said man.
Yeah.
It ain't man.
That's what I'm talking about right now.
Well, I'm not. I'm talking about everybody that be just getting tired. Old heads. Old heads encompass men and women.
Oh, okay. Well, don't be toxic. That's ageist.
That's ageist.
But like reverse.
Anyway, did we eat?
I braided the cord.
You braided. You bored as hell.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you didn't like none of that shit I was talking about.
Honestly, okay, so all I did today at work was invoice for 8 hours.
Yeah,
I was just
bullshit.
looking at an Excel sheet.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
So, to be honest, the fact that I still have any brain cells just functioning is really impressive.
Yeah. Yeah, that is quite impressive.
Yeah, and I went to bed really late last night because I was watching this new show on Netflix called Mo.
Everybody talking about that.
Yeah, so he's a Palestinian, and his parents left Palestine during the war and went to Kuwait, and then escaped Kuwait and came to the United States on asylum.
We've seen him perform.
We saw him live at Zanies.
Yeah. I've seen him perform a couple times.
Yeah, and he has a couple of specials on Netflix. He was in Dave Chappelle's camp. So he's pretty. I think he's pretty good. I think he tells
good.
He tells the story of like Palestinians in the United States very well, or Arabs in general that left the Middle East and came to the States. And this show is basically like the story of his family.
That's pretty dope.
So, if you want to support it and watch the show, it's actually really good. It's only like 8 or 9 episodes and they're 20-minute episodes. So I watched the whole thing yesterday.
Netflix, holla at us. Holla at us, Netflix.
Yeah.
We out here plugging you.
Well, I mean, we're supporting Mo.
We're supporting Mo. That's right.
I mean, yes, Netflix also.
Yeah, right. I
really like Netflix.
Yeah.
But
time for the food.
Why'd you cut me off like that?
He ain't paying us.
Yeah, but we like to support people.
That's true.
that are doing great things.
That's true. But I'm hungry.
That's fair.
Ready?
Yep. Hey, welcome back to the food portion of the episode.
Hey.
This
week we were in West Pullman. Just this.
Well, we just talked about it.
Yeah, right.
5 seconds ago.
Right. Yeah, we were. Yeah, we right. We are. It's still in West Pullman ish.
Well, adjacent.
Yeah.
West Pullman is a little more east.
But today's food is Sultan's Market.
Right.
Do the drop.
Yeah.
Do the drop.
So this portion of the episode is brought to you by Choose Chicago, and we went to Sultan's Market.
Yeah.
Which is in Lakeview. And yeah, let's talk about it. So
I went there.
You think?
I went there. So it's really dope. It's like a buffet style. Also, so if you've never been to Sultan's Market,
you don't serve yourself; they serve for you.
No. I think you can serve yourself.
Oh,
That's what it looks like. You pay, and then if you want the buffet, you pay
like
for
a
it.
market, like a
right, like a market.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. They got the food laid out there. You kind of see. You see the pictures right there. I got the video going.
Okay.
But it's really dope. I went there. I was like the first one there.
Yeah,
so
you were there at 10 in the morning.
They
open at 10 in the morning.
Yeah. And I got the lady there. I forgot her name. She's actually from Jordan.
Hey.
And so she was proud that she made it all and everything like that. But very nice. It's small, compact. Like I said, the buffet is in the middle. You go to the back. As soon as you walk to the back. Not far, but you walk towards the back, and that's where you order food to go, right? Or if you want something that they have
like
there,
meal,
if you want to order something different. But yeah, I mean, it was really cool, man. She was nice. The staff was nice. It was only one person, 2 people were there that were staff, and they were unloading, getting the bread for the day. They didn't have some of the food made because they just open,
What's funny is that is one of the very few places that I actually constantly get an ad for on my Facebook.
Oh, really?
And I think it's racially targeted.
So they know who you are.
Who I am and where I'm from, and they're like, she's gonna fall for this.
That's why we get Nike and Jordan.
Yeah, right.
They trying to appropriate it.
Yeah.
Anyway, but the food.
We had the mixed grill.
Yeah.
Mixed grill meal that comes with two things of kufta. If you don't know what kufta is, it's kind of like a meatball, but like Middle Eastern seasoned meatball.
Yeah.
And then it comes with beef and chicken shawarma, and the rice is what we call. How did I forget this?
Yeah, I don't know. You pull your Jordanian card.
Wow, this is terrible. But it's rice with lentils.
Lentil rice, shit.
Yeah.
That's what I think she said to me.
Yeah. And then it comes with tabbouleh, which is a salad that is mainly made with parsley.
Yeah.
Parsley.
Nasty, so you can't even taste it.
Wow.
So, I mean,
that's so rude.
I can't even say it's nasty. You can't taste it.
And then a side of hummus.
Okay, it was good.
It was really good.
What they do very well there.
Jaddara. That's the name of the meal.
There you go. Give yourself a coin for that one. Yeah. We'll figure out the coin later. So she's authentic, right? She's from Georgia.
Right.
She was actually FaceTime family member while I was there.
Yeah.
From Georgia. So the food is fantastic. The meat, the chicken, lamb, all of that was done perfect. But I don't know if this is a normal thing, but it was very spicy. And it's not very spicy, but it was enough spice.
Oh, seasoned?
Yes.
You mean? Or spicy,
No.
hot?
It was. No, I mean spicy. Like it was
hot.
Yeah. But it was it wasn't overbearing. It was perfect.
We called it shatta, which is our.
Okay.
It's like a chili paste.
Shut the what up?
Wow.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Wow.
No, but it was good. It was very good. Mm-hmm. And I don't think I had that before because it stood up to me.
Yeah.
It stood out to me. Yeah, it stood out. It stood up. What up?
So it's been a long day.
It's been boy. Y'all about to hear about it in a second. But also what we had. I had because your boy was hungry. So I ate before I came back to the crib. Mm-hmm. I had the chicken shawarma.
Yeah.
And
what did you think?
Fantastic. Amazing. It was so I had the spice on that too, and it was spicier because it's more concentrated.
Right.
And let me tell you, it was early in the morning, so we had the crispy edges on the outside. So some of the bite was crispy. You could it was on the rotating thing, smacking. Honestly, almost wanted to go back later today and was like
more.
to get more, but I was like, we literally about to get on the plane, so I was like, let's not do this. But it was fantastic, y'all. If y'all haven't gone to Salt's Market, check it out. You know what I mean? Like honestly, it is. It's like a must have. People know about it. I guess it ain't nothing. But like, if you on the south side, if you on the west side, if you just a north sider that don't go outside,
yeah, that's fair.
You know, like you need to do it. You need to check this out
for sure.
What you think about the food? I know I kind of signed us off.
It's great. I loved it. The mjaddara, we make it in a very particular way.
Yeah.
And it's very, very simple. It's called like a poor man's food because you get a lot of protein, but there's no actual meat in it. I don't like that saying, but that's what they would say to us growing up. They would call it a poor man. Wow.
Then I hope that's not what she's.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I loved it. It was really good. I ate the whole thing.
Yeah, so. That's what she said.
Wow. Right.
Anyway, no, it was
inappropriate.
It is very
considering where we are.
You know what? Let's jump into it. Y'all go check out Sultan's Market. But obviously, y'all, the cat's out of the bag. We are here in Cairo, Egypt.
Hey.
Before we get going, I want to do like a reset because this is different.
Yes.
This is different. So
Let's
y'all
come back from commercial.
Y'all, yeah, we got to come back from commercial. Let's get in tune. All right, let's get in tune because I got some facts. Look at this.
That was like the funnest thing for you is to find a sound that goes with this area.
With the area. So yes, we are in Cairo, Egypt, and you probably wonder what the hell are y'all doing on the podcast from Cairo, Egypt. Nothing. We
don't take days off.
We don't take days off. We went to we on vacation.
And not in like a toxic way. We don't take days off, but we're having fun.
We having fun. Yeah, and it's fun.
We are literally recording on the balcony of our hotel with the Nile River.
The Nile River is behind us. And also keep in mind we had to do something special for episode 77. Yes. So like don't forget this episode 77, and of course we taking this thing worldwide, baby.
Hey, this is our pitch.
This is our pitch. You know, anybody out there listening, we could do this. We do this.
We travel.
We do it anywhere. We travel. We mobile. But I got some fun facts. You ready to hear some?
I'm ready.
Have some fun facts.
I'm ready.
Cairo, Egypt, y'all. This is the land of the pharaohs and the pharaohs and the kings.
Hey.
How does it tie into Chicago? I do have a Chicago tie. Very small when I'll be it, but I got a Chicago tie. So architecture, Chicago is big on architecture, right? The architectural style here that is influenced around the country, the world actually, is called Egyptian Revival.
Right.
Okay, and we have a couple structures here in Chicago that are part of that. And there's a bunch around the world. New York, DC, the Louvre, and the Louvre.
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 Nothing pisses French people off more than mispronouncing their shit.
Yeah, you pronounce that R. They pissed off. But so it's called Egyptian Revival. Yeah. And here in Chicago, there is a building that is part of that. Wow. The Reby Storage Warehouse, located 2325 North Clark Street in Lincoln Park. It was created by William and John Reby, who are brothers. They wanted to design something that was Egyptian Revival style. Now it's a warehouse, so it has essentially nothing to do with Egypt.
Yeah, right.
Has nothing to do. They just liked it, right?
Yeah.
Now the cool thing is, it was the architects behind it were George Kinsley and sculptor Fritz Albert. They designed the exterior. He designed the exterior, and the significance with the exterior is that if you go to this building, right, it's Egyptian. It's undeniably Egyptian.
Is it really?
Yes, undeniably. Okay. Like the pictures are right here, and it's Egyptian. I want to stress that you can't miss it. But the two figures on the side of the door, the two men there, they are sculptures of King Ramsey, Pharaoh Ramsey II.
Yeah.
Okay, and the reason why they use Ramses II, because most people use
the third.
Yeah, King Tut.
Oh,
they use King Tut as as the one. But this was created months before King Tut was found.
Wow.
Yes. So this building was created back in 1922, and King Tut was found in November of 1922.
Yeah.
So just a few months before this was built,
that's crazy.
they found King Tut. So they didn't have King Tut as the figure to go off
Wow.
of. Yeah, so pretty cool. And that's so if you look at that and you see the figures, that's Ramses II, not King Tut. Yeah, and like I said, they want to use they used them because they didn't have a frame reference. Now,
Right.
it was listed, get this, that building is actually listed on the National Registry of Historic Places as of 1979.
Wow.
And something really cool, I went out there on the day 23 years to the day.
Wow.
It was September 1st. It was made a Chicago landmark, September 1st, 1999. So here we are, y'all. What a coincidence. 23rd anniversary of that building. So if you want to see some architectural revival, go out there, check it out.
Egyptian revival.
Egyptian revival. Go check it out.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah, go ahead.
no, I was going to say we're in Cairo, so we can talk about it.
I was also going to say that a lot of the architecture here is obviously the French and the British, huge presence in Egypt up until the middle of the 20th century, and when they had their revolution. But a lot of the buildings are also based off of French and French architecture.
Yeah,
there's a lot of French influence.
You can tell.
So, which again is something they have in common with Chicago. Chicago, is mapped based off of Paris.
There we go.
So there's some links there.
Look at the time. Look at us not just.
We also met
someone
at the airport that was
Chicago
from Chicago.
Boom. You know what I mean? Like,
in the airport
look
on our way here.
Look at us.
Not the Chicago airport. All right, we're not that stupid. It was the airport in Jordan.
Yeah. But look at us tying Chicago back to this. But let's talk about Cairo. Because right now, currently, you can see in the backdrop, if you are watching this, that tall tower right there in the middle is the Cairo Tower.
Yep.
So they do. We're going to be there later on tonight because that's where the Khan Khalili. Yeah. There you go. Bazaar is down there, and it's pretty world famous bazaar. Yes. So we're gonna go there later on tonight.
Some cool pictures.
See some cool. Yeah.
Check our Instagram. You'll see some cool pictures.
Yeah, check it out.
Our trip.
Yeah. Actually, we can't tell you to check it out because we are 7 hours ahead of you.
Yeah. Well, throughout the week we'll post some stuff.
Kind
of trip.
But we are located in Old Cairo.
Yes, we're in Old Cairo. Yeah. And if you're unfamiliar, Cairo had some political distress, to say the least. To put it in common words, I don't want to give a history lesson here. Not that this is a history podcast.
Right. I got more history.
I know, but yes. So there was some political unrest, and the city, basically, the country, really went through a lot. And now they're starting to kind of come back. They're starting to revive. Obviously, COVID affected them a lot. Now they suddenly have an influx of tourists.
Yeah.
And so, where was I going with this?
I don't know, but you were on fire though. I give you that.
So yeah, I mean, it's a busy city. It's a city of 20. You said 22 million.
Yeah. So there you go. It's 22 million people in this city.
In the city of Cairo.
I don't think y'all understand. 22 million.
Chicago's 3.
This is literally this
is 22 million people.
Yeah.
So it's busy. But yes, I was saying Old Cairo. What I was saying, right?
Yeah.
So we are in Old Cairo. But as the city is kind of reviving itself, they're building newer parts of the city to kind of accommodate the growing population and people. Unfortunately, Cairo is one of those cities where there's a lot of difference in economic classes. So you have people that are extremely wealthy and then people that aren't.
And there's no middle.
And you can see that. But the new parts of the city are also being built. So there's New Cairo, New Giza, which is where the pyramids are.
Yeah, and just to give y'all some context, we are, if we cross over the Nile River, we are in Giza.
Yep.
So that's where the pyramids are, the Great Pyramids of Giza. Mm-hmm. So we are literally like right in the middle here. Yep. Something really cool that I think people should know. You kind of see like the like the boats in the water and things like this is the Nile River. Keep that in mind. Like, and one more history lesson: it's the only river in the world that goes south to north, aside from the Chicago River. Let me give myself a coin for that.
Hey, a bag of coins.
Yeah, bag of coins for that one. So if you look here, this is like really their their lifeline. 90% of, I think it's 90 or 95% of the population lives along the Nile River.
Yes.
Which
And,
is
I mean,
absolutely crazy
yeah.
for 22 million people.
Yeah. And also, like, civilization started at rivers. So you have
Right.
the Tigris and the Euphrates in modern day Iraq. You have the Nile River that runs through a lot of Africa.
Yeah.
Which were ancient Egypt. You know what fact blows my mind, and this is completely unrelated, is that the Romans studied the Egyptians as ancient history.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's how
And
old
we
it is.
study the Romans as ancient history.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Well, speaking of ancient history, we went to the ancient history.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
we went to the pyramids.
You went to
I know
the pyramids.
if y'all want, if y'all still listen to it, you want to hear about it. We went to the pyramids. We went to the pyramids. Climbed up
went inside.
I went inside. Let me tell you, it's 97 degrees outside here.
It's like 200 degrees
It was
in the pyramid.
200 degrees inside that pyramid.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you have to climb up probably the most narrowest walkway.
Yeah.
Not even a walkway. It's a climb way.
Yeah.
You know,
It's just a step.
just wood step with like wood
Yeah.
planks to help push you along.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And you have to stay arched. If you are tall, you might as well be on your knees.
Yeah.
I was like damn near on my knees. If you look at my Instagram story, it was a problem. I
Yeah.
mean, I got to the top, and it was really cool because the funeral room, that's what it is. These
Yep.
are funeral homes, essentially.
Right.
There was obviously it's empty, right? You know, like the tomb is empty, but you can go up in there. I got video. You weren't supposed to because they took the camera. You had to keep my
Right.
camera, but I got video of it inside of there. You know, on my story. It's really dope to say I was
Yeah,
up inside the
yeah,
pyramid. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like all the way to the top. Like all as
just
high
a
as you
few
go.
thousand years old.
Yeah, just a few thousand, and it look and smell old in that bad
Yeah,
boy. Let me
yeah.
tell you, and you know it could be all the sweaty ass bodies moving through there. You know what I mean? Could be just
It's also very old.
very old. I mean, like dead bodies
Yeah.
were in there.
You know what's insane? There's a thing that says there's the curse of the pharaoh.
Yeah.
And it's believed that anyone that like inflicts any sort of damage to the tombs of the pharaohs or the
sarcophagus, the tomb,
sarcophaguses or whatever, they're cursed. So people have like killed themselves.
Yeah, that's too much.
And they say that the Titanic had like Egyptian shit on it, and that's why it sank.
Oh boy, that's
It was
conspiracy
like
theory.
stolen, and then sold to the British, and then they were I mean, the British took everything.
They did,
so
they did.
They just came in here and were like, we'll take this. Don't worry about it.
Speaking of taking, we took transportation around here.
Stop it.
Look, let me tell you, if you've never been to Egypt,
It's a cultural shock.
it's cultural of all culture. I say come here for one. Just come here.
Of course.
Come here. But the driving is off the charts
Yeah,
here. Like
yeah.
these are the world's worst drivers.
No, they're the world's best drivers.
Actually, I was
if
just
I'm
about to
being
say,
honest.
yeah, they so bad they great.
Yeah.
Like they are great drivers because like there's some roads that have lines on them that they don't abide. Arbitrary. They don't mean nothing.
Unusable.
Unusable. They don't matter if it's a 3-lane road. It is a 4-lane road.
Correct.
You get to where you need to go. Ain't no laws, ain't no rules. You can cut off a cop.
Yes.
Like this, we were so scared in that damn Uber. All the taxis that we took Uber.
And then we took a
Then we
horse-drawn carriage.
we took a
through
horse
the streets.
You know, right where the pyramids
And
are.
when I say
in Giza.
horse-drawn, I mean one horse-drawn.
One
carriage.
horse, going one horsepower is what it had.
The guy that drove the thing called it an Egyptian Ferrari.
Yeah, Egyptian Ferrari. We was in there like pharaohs and queens. We was,
You know?
because I was sitting on edge. My booty was like cheek was starting to fall asleep. My hip was slightly displaced, and all I'm looking at this horse ass right in front of me,
Wow.
just galloping. You know what I mean? It was
Galloping.
like that is probably the biggest thing to me.
Yeah.
Also, if you come here with any kind of electronics and equipment, camera, just
Be prepared.
Be prepared to get stopped pretty much everywhere you go.
Yes.
Everywhere you go, multiple times too. Which is,
Yes.
I was
For
telling
security reasons.
for security
I
reasons.
mean,
I was telling you, that's okay.
Yeah.
That was fine. It was annoying. Don't get me wrong, but like I get it. You know what I mean? These are their rules. You know, these are their
Yes.
rules. We in their country, in they city. We gotta do what they gotta do.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
Right.
but just be prepared to that. The food. What you think about the food? Because this is more. You know what? Here, one more fun fact.
Okay.
One more fun fact, y'all. This is the world's largest congregation or city with the most Arabs in it. Number one Arab
Really?
city in the world. Yeah. We have
Oh,
coin.
I didn't know that.
There you go.
Okay,
Another coin.
all right.
Yeah.
At you
Yeah.
with your
Look, yeah.
little coins,
I'm out here. I'm
little
out here.
bags of money.
Look, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
You know what I'm
Aladdin.
saying? You know, okay, Aladdin. Okay.
Little money satchels.
What I got here? I'll give you a coin for that one.
Okay. I'll take it.
That coin got some bass in it. You hear that, man? But no. So what I was going with the food is if y'all don't know, because you think Cairo, Africa, if you have no clue, this is a very Arabic, pretty much.
Yes.
100%, I want to say. Yeah, there's a few, you know what I mean? But Arabic land. I mean, there's writing on the buildings. There's Arabic on the buildings. There's everything is Arabic. So, which if you didn't know that,
now you know.
Now you know. I knew
more
that.
you know.
Yeah. I just want to do that. But I knew that because I've done a shit ton of research on Egypt, but in Cairo. So, what'd you think about the food? So far we had a lot of food. We're going to eat more.
We've had a lot of food. I like the food. I wouldn't come to Cairo for the culinary scene.
You come
personally.
for the pyramids.
Yeah, I think food in Egypt is very like for sustainability. You know what I mean?
That's a very good
eat
point.
for sustenance. It's not necessarily like for enjoyment.
Yeah, you're not coming here to be like, oh man, I had the best.
They have great restaurants. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
Like they have great restaurants, but they're only accessible for the ultra rich.
Right.
And so the average person isn't eating there every single day.
Right.
As opposed to like Chicago, where you can get like a $5-7 meal and it will be like amazing.
Fantastic.
You know
right.
what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the difference. Again, the food is good, but in comparison with other Arab countries, my personal opinion, it does not. It does not.
Hey, you would know.
You know what I mean?
You would
like
know.
the food in Jordan is incredible. The food in Syria and Lebanon, amazing. Even like the countries around the Gulf with all the spices, because that's where like all the spice trades happened and stuff like that. I just think the food there is.
Yeah.
Personally, I think it's better.
But I think you said it right though. Like this is not. You're not here to eat. You know what I mean? You're here to see the pyramids. Right. You're here to see Egypt. You're here to see archaeology. Yeah. You're here to see old ancient stuff, right?
But I mean, it's not bad.
It's not bad. Like, and then it is kind of party time. You know what I mean? Like
very much.
It's party time.
It's a very nightlife city.
It is live.
Yes.
It is live.
Yeah. People we went to bed at almost midnight last night, and the nightclub across the street from us was like.
Yeah, just
laser lights.
Yeah, just going, and they be partying on the boats. I don't know if y'all can see the boats. They got a light up fountain in the middle of the in the middle of the Nile River. It's just crazy.
Who installs a fountain in the middle of the Nile?
Who was like, you know what this river needs? Some light.
and spewing water.
And spewing water randomly out of
Probably
it.
got alligators.
Yeah. We really close to where
we might see an alligator tomorrow on the little tour we're doing.
You know what? If we do and it come near that boat,
no.
I turn to Michael Phelps real quick. That's pretty much so far, all we've done. I mean, which is a lot. Which was just a lot. But I do want to say we did go to the museum. We saw King Tut. We saw King Tut and all his stuff and everybody else, all his little homies. The mummies and everything. The King Tut thing is probably the most unreal.
Yeah.
Like looking at that, I could see why that was such a huge find.
Right.
They say that was the greatest discovery of the 20th century.
Right.
And I would believe it because all the
untouched
for thousands of years.
Yeah.
2,000-3,000 years.
More.
More. And have. We saw the bus. You can't take pictures.
Actually, I don't know when he was.
Yeah, I think it's about 2,500 years. But
you absolutely cannot take pictures.
You can't take no pictures. They made me delete the one that I did. I walked in glossy eyed and everything. Oh my God, there it is, King Tut. He was like, hey, no pictures.
Delete that.
Delete that. He came up
and watched you delete
watched me delete it. I was going to lie to
You were about to finesse it.
I was about to finesse like a motherfucker. Boy,
I know.
I was about to finesse. But so it was really dope. But the really cool thing is seeing how good all that stuff is, and this is stuff that I researched and I seen them talking about it, and now I'm seeing it in real life. His mask, that mask is pure gold.
Yes,
and it looked like pure gold, and you could look and see. And we went to the museum. Obviously, you could see the hieroglyphics. Like the stuff that's preserved.
There's a lot in that. That museum has 120,000 items to view.
That's crazy.
From different parts of different years throughout the reign of the
pharaohs. Yeah, the different ages. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like 18th century, 18th dynasty. That's the best one. You know what I mean?
That's Darius' favorite.
That's my favorite. Personally, that's my favorite.
Yeah. Fuck with that
I wasn't messing with the New Egypt. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't. Like it got boring after that.
Yeah.
The New Egypt, you like whatever. Yeah.
Sure.
No, New Egypt got boring, but like that 18.
The curse of that pharaoh. He's gonna be like, "What do you mean I was boring?"
Like Ramses. It was first of all. There's like I don't know if y'all know, but it's like 10 Ramses. They just had because he was. After,
people married their siblings and shit.
The first couple before the Ramses that actually everybody know is really dope. Something else, Ten Commandments, the movie Ten Commandments. I don't know if y'all seen it. They depict Ramses.
You mean the movie with all the people in brown face?
Yeah, right. Pretty much.
Yeah,
pretty much. Charleston Heston movie, if y'all don't know, which is a classic here in Chicago. I mean, not Chicago, but in the United States.
Yeah.
Anyway, the history behind that, they say Ramses was the one that Moses was like going against. But if you go through Egyptian history, it wasn't Ramses. This happened before that. Before Ramses. So they, I think after Ramses. But nonetheless, it wasn't Ramses who should have been in that movie. There was another pharaoh.
Wow.
But because Ramses was such a big name, they were like
nobody gonna know.
Yeah, right, let's use him. But when you do the research, and when they did more research, because that movie's old as hell, made in the 20s, I believe, or something.
No, is it that old?
Maybe not 20s. Maybe the 60s. Maybe the 60s, right?
60s.
But who knows the knowledge that they got from that? You know what I mean? Like, so.
But like they know Jewish history.
Right, but I guess when you keep reading these
Hollywood doesn't give a fuck is what it is.
When you get
Hollywood does not give a fuck. Everybody going, people wearing blackface and brown face. They did not give a shit. They're like, we're going to tell these stories. However, whatever's going to sell.
Who was it?
Movies.
Russell Crowe. He was in the movie about Jesus. What was?
Stop it.
Stop. Anyway,
Jesus is brown, y'all.
In case you don't know. One more thing before we get out of here, which is really cool. We saw the equivalent to Rosetta Stone. There's only few in the world, and we saw one of the ones that is considered just as great, because Rosetta Stone is the greatest of them all. But this one was really dope.
It's pretty good. It's and if you don't know what that is, and you thought the Rosetta Stone was just the name of the app, it's actually, or maybe you checked out those DVDs from the library to learn Spanish.
The language, or you listen to Apple when they be like, "You can code with a Rosetta."
Anyway, it's basically the reason we know how to read Coptic, which is the language of the pharaohs, and like know what the hieroglyphs. I don't know how to say that.
Hieroglyphs.
What they mean is because they translated it into Greek, and because there was an overlap between Greek and ancient Egyptians, and so they wrote it down. They etched it into these stones,
right?
And that's the only reason that we know what it means. And part of each one of the stones is broken off, so we don't actually know what everything means,
right?
But
dope.
Without it, we wouldn't know a lot of the history.
Yeah. It's what's really cool though is that we were right in front.
Yeah, that was
and
crazy.
Saw it with our own eyes. We saw Rosetta Stone with our own.
I didn't think I would ever see that.
I mean, like that. The whole museum. If you ever out in Egypt, is one of the things you must do.
If you ever out in the neighborhood,
you ever in the area, just Well,
I would say if you enjoy ancient Egyptian history, I would say this is definitely a trip that's worth making.
Yeah. Because this was a bucket list for me. This was definitely a bucket list.
Honestly, if you're flying direct to Cairo, the ticket is $600.
Wasn't bad.
Which, in comparison with flying into other parts of the world that are that far,
right.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
Of course, it might take some time to save up enough to take a decent trip, but.
Yeah. I mean, y'all get out here.
$1,000, you'll be good out here.
You're right. The Egyptian pound, it goes a long way. If you got a USD, let me tell you, like 100 USD will get you a 1900 Egyptian pound EPs. Yeah. So, hey, come on out here. But that's enough for us. We'll catch you back in States next episode. Right? Yeah. We'll catch you. No. We will. We'll catch. Look at Sarah leaving you over. You want to close us out there? You want to close us out?
Oh yeah, right. I'm just this breeze from the Nile River, y'all. I feel so peaceful in my heart today. That if you didn't like this episode, it's okay. It's all right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This world is bigger than just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
Right.
there's people that have lived for thousands of years. No, that's not true. I mean, thousands of years ago.
Yeah. There you go.
But yeah, enjoy life. Get out there. I don't know. Touch some grass.
Just some blades. Go ahead and get you some blades.
Touch a little blade of grass.
It's probably
feel better.
It's probably 1,000 years old.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's probably
it's not.
a couple months, a couple weeks.
It's not.
You mowed the grass.
Jim is out there watering his grass.
Stop
Jim,
it.
stop watering the grass.
Come on, Keith.
You should grow cloves.
Get turf. Why? Let's stop name shaming.
All right.
Y'all live from Egypt. We'll see you back
Next
in
week?
Chicago next week. Yo, peace.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of 77 Flavors of Chicago. We look forward to having you again next Monday. So make sure you look out for us on any platform where you can listen to a podcast. Make sure you rate, subscribe, and do all the things. And we'll see you next Monday.